guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I'm really excited to be bringing you this review on the new Melt Cosmetics Gunmetal stack. I bought it with my own money. I bought it with my husband's money. He bought it with his own money. We'll just leave it at that. But I'm really excited. It did launch on Monday, September 19th on meltcosmetics.com, and it is now Friday. I'm doing this review. I wanted to share with you swatches, also kind of my first impression because my first time using it was today. Also this demo that I'm wearing right now using it, and then everything you need to know about this gunmetal stack I will be including in this video. I am going to list all details down below in the description box. Also, anything on my face will be listed down there too. That was actually a suggestion by one of you guys. So thank you so much for suggesting that. I had no idea that you guys wanted to know what exactly was on my face, even if it wasn't a makeup tutorial. So I will be sure to make more of a conscious effort to do that. Before we get into it, I just wanted to say Generation Beauty New York was unbelievable. I had the best time ever. I met so many new friends. I had a few people who watched my videos come up to me, and that was the coolest thing ever. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing that. It really made everything just feel a little bit more real. I've never had anyone come up to me in like a public setting until Generation Beauty saying that they watch my videos and they love them, and that just meant the absolute world to me. I wanted to say thank you to Ipsy and Ipsy Open Studios and also Michelle Fawn for putting together an awesome weekend. I just had the best time. Hands down the best time ever. I will be at Generation Beauty San Francisco, and I am so stoked on that. So if you are going and you're from the California area, you are going to have a blast. I just wanted to put that out there. So let's go ahead and jump into this Melt Cosmetics Gunmetal Stack review. So jumping right on into the review, the package was mailed in this really cute custom Melt Cosmetics box. I thought that was a really nice little detail when arriving. I feel like the last time I ordered from Melt, it was just in like a regular mailer, so that was a pleasant little surprise. Inside it was actually a custom box for the gunmetal stack because they have this little graphic right here when you open it up, and I thought that was a really cool little detail as well. The actual packaging looks like this. It's in a really pretty, like, kind of bronzy, glittery cardboard box, and when the box looks just as good as the product inside, I feel like you know you're getting something good then. So that was really cool that they did that. And when you open it up, the stack looks like this. This is actually my first Melt Cosmetics stack. I've always wanted one, but I've never purchased one. When I saw the gunmetal stack online, I knew I needed it. Like, no questions asked, I needed it. I was actually on a flight back home from Generation Beauty, and it launched at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I was on the airplane, there was no way I could get it, so my amazing husband waited online for it to launch at 12 o'clock, refreshed the page, he had all the info, and he got it for me, so thanks baby, that was so sweet of you. Alright, so when you open it up, their stack looks like their traditional Melt Cosmetics stacks. The packaging is all black. It's very sturdy plastic material, and they are magnetic. The top one does come with a mirror, so you can, you know, do your makeup if you need to. You could also even like throw this in your bag if you need a little purse mirror with you and you don't want to bring the whole stack if maybe you're going out or whatever. This stack retails for $48 and you get 4 different colors. This one is a little bit more unique because they actually describe them as more of a pressed pigment versus an eyeshadow. You get 3 ultra shimmery metallic chrome finishes and 1 matte color for like the transition shade or the crease color. They do sell some of their eyeshadows individually that they're introducing, and those are $17 a piece. So you do get a deal when you buy a stack. A stack is $48, and then if you buy like all 4 individually, that would be $68. I'm going to go ahead and read you a little information right from the sheet, and it says the most glittery textured eyeshadows we've ever made. This stack is inspired by our love of industrial music and its unrestrained energy. All shadows in the gunmetal stack were created to provide instant impact to any makeup look. They're like a pure pressed pigment in a perfectly crafted stack. paired with the smoothest matte taupe gray. Wear them dry or spritz them to achieve an uncontrollable chrome sheen. I love Melt because I find their stacks, they really pair so nicely together. They think of it on an artistry level. They don't just throw colors into their stacks that might not go. They all go perfectly together. The 4 shades you get are going to be Harsh Stone White, right here. You get Assimilate. This one is the matte shade for the crease. I have no idea if I'm saying that right, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just gonna say Assimilate, whatever. Next up you get the shade Industrial, which is this beautiful taupey kind of purple metallic. And then lastly you get Gunmetal. So this is what the stack was made after. So when you apply these shimmers wet, they are going to give you more of a chrome finish, and when you apply them dry, they're going to be more of a metallic finish. You do have to be very, very careful. They are extremely delicate and fragile eyeshadows. Any pressed pigment is going to be like that. It doesn't mean that the quality is poor in any way. If not, it actually means a metallic eyeshadow is that much more buttery and smooth. Let's talk about how much is actually in one of these eyeshadows. So one of these eyeshadows are going to be 0.09 ounces a piece, or 260 grams. I know you're thinking, like, what the hell does that mean? So to compare it to something like a MAC Mineralized eyeshadow, they look pretty close in size, but actually the Melt one does have a little bit more, being the 0.09 ounces or 260 grams per unit. The mineralized eyeshadow from MAC is actually 2 grams or 0.06 ounces. So you do get a lot of product in one of these Melt eyeshadows. And if you were comparing it to like a standard regular size eyeshadow, like a pan eyeshadow, these ones are going to be 1.8 grams. So you do get much, much more in the Melt one. And Melt Cosmetics is a cruelty-free line, so you don't have to worry about anything not being cruelty-free when you're ordering by them. It's also gluten-free and paraben-free. Everything is made in the United States, and their distribution is actually in California. Fun little fact is Laura and Dana, the creators for Melt, worked at my Nordstrom location where I worked for MAC as a third key. Laura came from MAC Cosmetics and Dana came from Smashbox right across. So I thought that was really cool. I'm always here to support fellow artists and their business, and that just hit a little bit close to home for me. So I thought that was kind of cool and I wanted to share it with you. First things first, as for any other eye look, I applied my MAC Painterly Paint Pot all over my eyelids. So that is on there, so the eyeshadow does stay put. I don't really have a huge problem with creasing or anything like that. But here are all of the colors. As you can see, there isn't really a transition color that will work well for me. Applied a little bit of tape to my eyes so I can get a really nice clean edge. This is literally the last strip of tape in my thing. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek. Next up, I'm going in with a color. This is the only matte shade from the stack. This is called, oh god, Assimilate. So it is this shade right here. It's kind of like a taupe-ish color. So I'm gonna wash this in my crease right below the transition color. And I'm gonna run a little bit along the tape, almost doing like a V effect. I'm personally all about building up the crease only because I am so fair. So if I don't build it up, it can look really harsh and it doesn't look blended. So that's why I like to build things up a little bit more. If you're more of a medium skin or like a darker skin tone, you probably don't need to do this as much. So I'm going to go in with my next shade. This is called Industrial, and I'm going to pack this all over the lid. My favorite brush for packing down color has got to be the MAC 242 brush. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. Okay, so this is not even wet. And it's this metallic. I'm going to pack on a little bit more of Industrial, the color I just used, and I'm going to mist my brush once with some Fix Plus. And the glycerin in the Fix Plus just makes everything a little bit more metallic. OMG. Okay, you know what guys, I'm just gonna say F it, and I'm going to apply some of the Gunmetal on the outer portion. So this one is Gunmetal right here. So we'll just add a little bit more dimension. And a little mist. See how they apply with the finger? I'm going to go in with a little bit of that first color, Industrial, well, the first shimmer, on my finger. And just press it on the front. Okay, so next up we are going to hit the lower lash line and smoke it out. So I'm going to line with Assimilate again, and my little Sigma E15 flat definer brush. I don't even know what brush this is, but it's a little pencil brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that color on the tip and blend it out. Now going in with my Makeup Forever Aqua XL pencil in M10, I'm going to line my waterline. And I'm doing that very messy because I want it to be very smoky and blown out. And back to that same pencil brush, I'm just going to run it and blend out the black pencil. I'm going to run a little bit of Gunmetal on the lower lash line with the same pencil brush. And I'm kind of pressing it in with the pencil brush. Pop a little bit of the Harsh Stone White on the inner corners of my eyes. Alright you guys, so I'm now done with my eyes. Here is how they look. Okay, so overall, I am a huge fan of the Melt Cosmetics Gunmetal Stack. I am so glad that I purchased it. I'm a huge fan. It's the most beautiful thing ever, and I think I'm going to be getting a lot of use out of it in the fall and winter and holiday seasons coming up. It's perfect for just a really fun, edgy, glam look, and I love it. The pigment is everything you would want in an eyeshadow. They're buttery, they're smooth, they're creamy, they're blendable, they're top quality, and so worth the money. If you were thinking about picking it up, just stay tuned on their website. They will be restocking, and I'll let you guys know as soon as it is up. They do ship internationally as well as Canada and the US, and I live in California and it was shipped from California. I received it within 2 days, so their shipping is really good. They package everything well, and I think if you're thinking about getting it, I support it. Go get it. Run out there. It's so worth it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also everything you need to know, like I said, is down in the description box. So thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys soon.